Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
The former Grand Forks teacher facing 2 charges of corruption or solicitation of minors turned himself in today. 41-year-old James Patrick Whalen was booked into the Grand Forks County Jail this morning. Bond was set at $5,000. He posted $1,000 and will be released from jail later today. Whalen's initial court appearance this morning was for the first 2 charges. He's also been ordered to not have contact with the female victim. Whalen's next court appearance is set for April 6th. A light dusting of late winter snow overnight has police warning drivers to slow it down this morning. 4 people were injured in 2 separate crashes along icy stretches of Interstate 94 last night, one near Valley City, the other in Castleton. Both drivers were cited for care required. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 23-year-old Mackenzie Willits of Hawley was traveling 75 to 80 miles per hour when the vehicle went out of control, crossed the median, and hit another vehicle head-on. The driver of that vehicle was 62-year-old Linda Beyer of Hamilton, Montana. Both she and Willits were transported to the Valley City Hospital with what officers say are non-life-threatening injuries. The other crash happened near Castleton. Troopers say a car driven by 32-year-old Shane Hardesty of Castleton went out of control on ice and rolled in the median. He and a passenger, 28-year-old Nathan Duvall of Kindred, were taken to a Fargo hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And with slick roads overnight from that dusting of snow, can we expect more flurries in our forecast? Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
Yeah, parts of the area still seeing a few flakes of snow from time to time, including here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. An occasional flurry not out of the question as we head through the rest of the day. But the overall trend will be for decreasing snow chances, even some decreasing clouds. We're seeing some sunshine across northern portions of Minnesota, and that's helping to warm up temperatures that were well below zero. Roseau bottomed out around -9 this morning, now up to 16, 19 degrees in Thief River Falls, 23 degrees here in Fargo. Winds out there relatively light, around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but with some chilly temperatures enough to create some cold wind chills, as cold as 5 in Badette, 9 in Thief River Falls and Valley City, 15 degrees here in Fargo. There are the clear skies across northern Minnesota. Elsewhere, a lot of cloudiness out there, and we'll see some partly to mostly cloudy skies as we head through the day today. I mentioned the flurries. There they are, continuing to drift off towards the southeast, and the trend will be for these to dissipate later on today. Going to show you the first 2 days of that 7-day forecast today. We're going to struggle to get up into the low 30s. Tomorrow, some sloppy weather, but that ahead of some warmer weather as we head through the weekend and into next week. How warm do we get? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. A bill that's caused a lot of controversy and put South Dakota in the national spotlight with LGBT advocates will not become law. Governor Dennis Dugard vetoed House Bill 1008, which would have required public school students to use bathrooms that match their gender assigned at birth. Sydney Kern has reaction from Pierre.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Policy Director with ACLU, Libby Screen, says the governor's decision is positive for the state.
This sends a really strong message to everyone in South Dakota that discrimination is not tolerated in our state.
But not everyone is sharing the same feeling.
It's disappointing.
Representative Fred Deutsch, who sponsored House Bill 1008, says the proposal was intended to be non-discriminatory and provide privacy for all public school students.
That's why I had this section in there on special accommodation. I could have just not included that. I could have just said boys in the boys' rooms, girls in the girls', period.
And now Representative Deutsch talked to the governor right before he made his decision, and he says one of the reasons for that veto was liability issues, which Screen says is a valid decision.
Without a doubt, had this become law, there would have been lawsuits, there would have been administrative complaints. The law is clear, right? This bill would have put state law at odds with federal law.
ACLU and many transgender students met with Governor Dugard last week, and Screen says whether or not that helped his decision, she's excited about the outcome.
It just shows leadership, and I really hope that legislators across the country look to Governor Dugard and the great decision he made today and his thoughtful process, and I hope that they will follow suit.
Representative Deutsch says he will not ask for a veto override, saying it wouldn't have enough votes in the Senate. As for next year, he says he doesn't know if he'll bring up the issue again. According to executives at Target, shopping at the big box store will be quite different a year from now. That tops our look at consumer news. Target execs say they're going to become a more digitally focused company. The company is hoping to offer consumers a more seamless way to shop online and pick up in the store. They plan to make some stores double as order fulfillment centers to ship orders out faster. Target is also working to test ideas to make customer service more personalized, and stores will be reorganized to highlight merchandise in more appealing ways. The retail giant is also looking to roll out more premium products in home, beauty, and apparel. Big changes are also coming to the grocery section of the stores as the company looks to offer more organic options. Many of these ideas will be tested in several stores in the Los Angeles area this spring. Republican Party officials in Minnesota are investigating whether caucus goers were not allowed to participate at one caucus Tuesday night. The alleged incident occurred at an elementary school in Vandus Heights. Some attendees say they waited in line for hours to caucus, only to be told at 8 p.m. local time they could not. A man who did get to caucus said he tried to convince those running to let everyone participate.
And so I went upstairs and said, "You've got to leave this open." And he said, "No, the state law says 8 o'clock. And there was what I would guess a minimum of 100 people left there. And they didn't quite realize what was going on yet, but I went and said, "Hurry and get down there." And one fellow who was told immediately started swearing, is very angry. A lot of them had waited since 7 o'clock in order to vote.
A spokesperson for the Minnesota GOP says it is checking with caucus volunteers to see what went wrong. Senator Marco Rubio scored his only win of the night in the state. Ferrera Candy Company announced that it would close their factory in Winona, Minnesota, laying off 124 full-time employees in the process. The company has roots in the city dating back to 1911, which is when the Schuler Candy Company began cranking out chocolates. Among the candy, Schuler was famous for their cherry humps, a cherry chocolate combination that was once known all around the country. The plant now produces gummy bears. In a statement, the company cited aging equipment as the main reason for the closure. The factory's last day will be April 29th. The company will move its operations to Bellwood, Illinois. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow the latest trends, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed all day. Still ahead, some 11-year-olds want a new bike or football, but one Minnesota boy has something else in mind. But next, weather to plan your day.
You're watching Valley News